Peripheral vision. Who needs that nowadays? Hello friends, I'm feeling very nostalgic today, so I'm gonna relive 10 years ago by sitting down playing some GBA. Wait, there's a game inside of it. How do you say it again? Kuru Kuru Kururin, also known as the biggest tongue twister ever made, was developed by the company A-Ting and was released in 2001 for the Game Boy Advance. No, seriously, there isn't too much information, so I kept it short. So the story is there's a bunch of birds just walking around, and all of a sudden they run off screen to God knows where, and the mother of these birds flap out and tell Kururin, that's the main character by the way, to save them all in a helicopter in what seems to be
the world's longest propellers.
Why did these birds run away to begin with? If you chose bad storytelling, you are absolutely correct and deserve a thumbs up. The main adventure has Kururin have to travel to 10 different worlds to find his brothers and sisters. Each world contains 3 stages and all have you traversing your helicopter with
the world's longest propellers
to find them. But first, let's look at the controls. The propeller moves at a constant speed, so it forces you to identify the timing of movements very precisely, otherwise you'll have to deal with... This is one of those games, isn't it? Yeah, you're gonna die a lot in this game. It requires tons of patience and trial and error in order to accomplish the challenge, much like the gameplay of Dark Souls, where it has you dying over and over again until you get the right pattern to accomplish the goal. Well, this game's going in the collection. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Levels in the game have a collectible to find, which is a different skin for your helicopter, and the third level has birds as collectibles too, which can also be used as cosmetics. And the game opens up with a small tutorial to get you used to the game, thanks to hair. You really couldn't think of a better name, couldn't they? But then again, I'm playing a game where the main character's name is Kururin, so of course the names are stupid. Your helicopter has 3 hearts, so you can only get hit 2 times before dying. Dying in this game results in you having to restart the level from the beginning, which makes this game much more forgiving, at least compared to other difficult games. The first world is not very hard in all honesty, in fact it's quite easy. So much that hair just tells you to simply get used to the D-pad. The music in this world sounds like it came straight out of a Pokemon game. Or Kid Icarus. But seriously, the music in this game seems to be heavily inspired by Pokemon, and if you enjoy Pokemon music,
then jam out.
As you may have noticed, these levels have little spaces where they guarantee safety, which is even found in later worlds, so that's a good thing. On the 3rd level, you'll find these heart squares which heal up all your health, which is helpful especially for longer levels. World 2 is where the springs come to play, and boy, you better master the science of springs or you're gonna hit wall after wall after wall. The first 2 levels are not too difficult, but the 3rd level really tests your knowledge of the springs, and how you have to constantly bounce on them to change the rotation of the propellers, since you are riding a helicopter with
the world's longest propellers.
And that you're encouraged to change rotations, especially for levels with split paths. If the propellers are moving clockwise, it's better to take the clockwise route, but if it's going anti-clockwise, then safer to go anti-clockwise. And that's how you sum up this game. Its simple, fun, addicting gameplay will make you try the same damn level for hours until you get it right. You can also get a star if you manage to not hit anything in the level, because you have
the world's longest propeller.
But who cares about that, because it's very satisfying to complete levels, regardless if you get hit or not. Further in the game, you'll come across these hazards which are similar to the barriers, in which touching them results in losing a heart. They appear in World 5 without warning, and it's only until World 9 where Hare tells you about them.
Thanks for the tip, you're only 4 worlds late.
Like most GBA games, where you have to see what's in front of you, the camera in my opinion is a bit too zoomed in, which makes it more difficult to see what's ahead of you. Thankfully, the developers knew about this and gave you the option to scout through the map to see what's in front of you, so that issue is mostly fixed. Also, I don't like how each world has some generic name, like Grassland, Cakeland, Cloudland, Starland, Iceland, Machineland, and then there's one simply called Ocean, Jungle, and Cave. If someone can explain why everything in Kururin Land is poorly named, that would be greatly appreciated. The final world is Ghost Castle, and
It's a ghost castle, alright.
this world can suck my duck, because boy, this level's extremely hard. No, seriously, I played this level for a full hour now, and what? You can shrink the propeller size this whole time. What? Okay, there goes the satisfaction of this game. By pressing select before you leave the first square, you can shrink the size of the propellers, which make these levels so much easier. And I selected normal difficulty as well, in which the easy mode shortens the propellers by default. So what's the point of the easy mode in the first place? Don't be afraid to cheat and shrink the propellers if you need to, because the only punishment is that you don't set a time record, which, speaking of time records, they're tedious. These encourage you to finish a level in a short time, but this game's level design was specifically made for the player to traverse the level slowly, so these end up being quite ridiculous. And if you hit a wall or an object, you lose 3 seconds, which make this even more frustrating than it should be. There we go, we finally finished the game. Wait, I missed one? Crud. So I went back to Cloudland to pick up the last bird, and now we finished the game. I'm home. All my brothers are fine. Brothers. Brothers. Yup, we saved all of Kururin's brothers, and the game finally ends. Overall, a very fun puzzle game, even if the story is really stupid. Kuru Kuru Kururin also has a challenge mode, which is a collection of short levels, and all you have is 2 hearts. To be honest, if this was the only thing you do in the game, I would still be satisfied, but the fact that there is a story mode, even if the storytelling itself sucks, is really appreciated, and it adds more things to do in the game. The gameplay is easily the best part, and hasn't really been seen in other puzzle games. It's sad to see not many people really giving this game the attention it deserves, and I do recommend you giving it a shot if you're into the Game Boy Advance or a puzzle game fan. I'm going to start giving games either 3 statuses. The approval, meaning a game is good, the disapproval, meaning a game is bad, or somewhere in the middle, meaning it's up to you to decide whether you like it or not. I didn't do this for the other reviews, so I'll do it quickly now. Kuru Kuru Kururin is the first game to get the approval. Congratulations.